He always looks good.
Upbeat with a lot of energy.
I'm trying, but depends on the game.
It's a tough profession, as you know. You've been obviously a head coach in Europe, 2 years assistant in Utah with the Utah Jazz. Quinn Snyder, what's it like getting back into that realm of coaching?
No, it's been great. It's easy to miss the day-to-day of being around the players and the live action, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot that we can do in the front office to help these guys, but there's nothing like being on the sidelines to feel that energy.
Sergi, when your players have told
That's maybe a question for them.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to do
The
my
humility, Kev. Whether it's him, Joe Cronin, Mike Schmitz, Andre Patterson, Asia, go down the line, all of them. There's a humility level that really is a part of the DNA of
to have a level of self-awareness and understanding. It's important to understand what you're doing well and why the things that are working, but also why the things that are not, and how to fix them. And I think trying to make things fun at the same time that they are enjoying those two things together. I think it's a good recipe.
Yeah. Well, are you surprised even as the coach how fast y'all been able to execute?
The first day of practice, the way that
Have you observed anybody that's
guys that were games and ended up beating a G League game steal record for the history of the league, right? So it's kind of a next man now mentality in that league. You never know and that you have to balance the way you're going to play to the strengths and weaknesses of the guys that you have available at that point. That's kind of how it goes.
You would be the perfect person to ask about the significance of the G League to the NBA.
On the floor, last season, can we create a blueprint of what the Blazers could be in the future? Test it out, trial and error, and maybe things that are half-baked, we can...
The remix night. Before we go, though, I got a question for you. How does it feel having the highest jumper in the organization on your team, Tajay Moore? Because, sir, I asked Shaden just to double-check. I said, Shaden, between you and Tajay, who's got the most bounce? And he said, Tajay, without question.
I feel the need to call a lob play from him from time to time. The problem is he's also one of our best passers. So then the decision is like who's throwing it and who's getting for it. But that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, that's a very good problem.
We're chatting with Hall of Famer Chauncey Billups. I can't tell you how many times he said it, guys. It was neat.
Well, it was great to see Greg, and appreciative of him spending time with us on the air.
Yeah, he was great.
Philly gets another steal. Oubre to Martin. Embiid wants it deep. He dragged his feet.
Got to be locked in on him.
Scoot trying to keep Oubre on his hip. Off to Kamara. Sharp will drive and kick. Arcing a three up there is Avia. Martin with it. Zips a pass to Yabusele. Yabusele games in a couple of years with the Celtics in 17 through 19 before playing Olympics. 11-0 Philadelphia run. 49-38 count.
Kind of a 1-2-2 zone here that the Sixers are playing against.
Henderson immediately goes to work on Oubre. Got in deep but lost the handle. Into the clutches of Embiid. Outlet pass. Yabusele. He wants to post up on Kamara.
He's a lot to deal with down there.
Filling it in.
Two way to offset this zone. There goes a gap right there. There goes another one. As gaps that are built into it. And it's the offense's job to find what those gaps are.
Avia will probe. Embiid twist. 14 for Joel Embiid. Avia spots a seam. Oubre's so good at getting his hands in there. Pokes it free. Philadelphia comes the other way, forcing another turnover.
At the top of that zone. When the ball gets to the sideline and the baseline, yeah, that's when they can put it on the floor more, because that's where that gap for that straight line drive is opening up. But not so much at the top. It's not something they have to do. They can when the opportunity presents itself, but you don't have to.
Scoot drops it off on the dribble drive here to Kamara. Tamani. No look inside to Ayton. Little hesitation, another hesitation. They say walk. Blazers extend pressure. Kamara on Maxey. Embiid comes to screen. They double the ball. Embiid now will play make to Yabusele. Man,
At the ball screen, you commit 2 to the ball. Embiid is now playing with numbers, and he likely is going to draw at least a defender and a half. And so there's going to be some open shooters if the Blazers guard the screen and roll that way.
Kamara, the three is way short. Long rebound. Flipped ahead by Maxey. That's a terrific play. He picked it up and laid it home in one fell swoop. 17-point Sixer lead. They have opened things up here in the second. Kamara strike.
Coming into this game, this Sixers team, as currently constructed and healthy, is different than the team that has the record that they have.
Turnovers here in the quarter. Philadelphia doing what they do, forcing turnovers. They're getting out and running, winning scramble plays. Doing it with Paul George on the bench, which is an example of two-hand jam.
This pick and roll with Maxey and Embiid, similar in terms of effect as Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo. As DA gets with that big man who's so destructive going down the paint, whether it's Giannis or Embiid in this case. It's just a lot to deal with, so that's why Philadelphia continuing to go right back to it. There it is again, Kev.
Without him. This evening. Simon slings it over here to Kamara. Looks left, drives it right. Over to Sharp for three. Got it.
Baseline drive from Tumani, baseline drift on the opposite side from Shaden. It's like clockwork.
Sharp, remember, in 4 of the last 5 games as 20 or better. Kamara trying to go left and right around the massive body of Embiid. Joel makes the catch. Bull rush and a foul on Embiid. Games 9 of 18 against Dallas. Here tonight, just 4 attempts. Outside, Simons a 3. Back iron, rebound, Tumani Kamara. Rotate it to Sharp. Another look. A flare is short. Oubre scanning down the floor. Off to Caleb Martin, wide open. Trying to run out on him is Rob Williams III. Good effort. Long ball recovered by Sharp up the floor, pacing his steps. Finger rolled it short, followed by Ayton. He keeps it alive. Guys, the gap here to within 11. Embiid quickly outside to Martin. And then they rotate it back to the big man. 6 to shoot. The wily vet from Cameroon. Little shake and bake step back. Got it.
That was an MVP level shot.
Eight. Leaves it to Tumani. Hesitates. Close Kyle Lowry. Oh. Ooh. What I was seeing.
Yeah.
And that was not going to be good. 12-point lead for the Sixers. Maxey with it. They leave it here to Embiid. Working on Rob Williams III. Again, another step back. Rob read it, blocked it. It's controlled by Tumani. Tumani Kamara with 1:24 remaining in the second. Philadelphia leading by 12. Simons working on Caleb Martin, 6'5", good defender, but Simons has a step and got Yabusele into front court with a dribble handoff here to Oubre. 54 seconds remaining in the quarter. 13 to shoot. Oubre leaves it from Maxey. Dashing in, quick step. The Sixers drive and kick. Ayton for 3. Arced it up, air ball. Grabbed by Embiid.
It's generally a harder shot when you pump fake it. Doesn't mean you can't make it. It's just a general harder shot to shoot to regain that momentum.
So a quick possession, but 6-second differential between the clocks. Oubre will trigger for 3. And the rebound grabbed by Rob Williams III with 6. Sharp clears midcourt with 4 to Simons drifting. Shot blocked by Oubre. That was a terrific